Hey folks, JP here with JP Legacy Trades. Listen, if you are a prop firm trader, you've been trading Top Step, My Funded Futures, Apex, and you have not gotten to the point where you've passed an eval yet. 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, whatever it is, and you're like, JP, I just want to pass my first eval. I don't understand what's going on. My hope, my dream is just to get funded. If that's you, I'm your guy. 94% of prop firm traders, guess what? They never get funded. They never even pass an eval, let alone become profitable, let alone get the first payout. I'm here to make this 50%. Within the next 3 minutes, I'm just gonna give you one thing. Understanding. Somebody say understanding. Understanding is what you need. And all you're getting, get understanding. Let me explain. You're saying, I don't understand. I wait for the A+ setup. I waited for it to get into the full fair value gap. I waited for the break of structure. I did the VWAP bounce. I did every play that I'm watching these gurus do. But I don't understand why it's not working out for me and why do I keep blowing up accounts. Let me tell you why. Because some days, the NASDAQ, let's say, might have a 60 to 120 point range. 1 minute bar, let's say might be 5 points. On a day like that, you're happy. Because let's say you're playing with minis, you put your stop under there, right? You might be risking $100 on the trade. But on a day like today, July 11th, where the NASDAQ fell 450 some points or something, who knows, right? And that 1 minute bar is 20 points. You still try to do the same setup. The setup is good. Your entry's good. But now your stop is $800. $800 risk. And if you're trying to pass the Top Step account, you only have $1,000 to risk per day for max drawdown. 2,000 and you're out. So we have to make the adjustment and look at how big is that 1 minute bar. If it's 5 points, I could play around with minis. If it's 10, 20, 15, 20 points, I gotta switch to micros. I cannot risk, somebody say micros. I can't risk 800 points. So what happens is this. You're watching these gurus. The gurus, you know what they're doing? They're trading some of the times their own personal accounts. They're risking 800, they're risking sometimes $3,000. So when they make 10 grand, but they risk 4, 5. You can't risk 4 or 5 grand. All you can risk is 5%. That's it, per trade, 5%. What does that mean? If Top Step gives you $2,000 of total drawdown, which means you could only risk $100. That's it, per trade. Technically, if you go by the 1 day of only having $1,000 to risk, that means you should only be risking $50 per trade. That's why you haven't passed yet. That's why you haven't passed your eval. Because your risk is too high. Your risk is too high. You got the setups, you got the strategies. There's silver bullet, there's 10,000 strategies out there, Judas swing, you name it, it doesn't matter. But you haven't realized that the giants are in town. This thing is moving. One bar, one time, I saw a bar, 1 minute was 100 points. NASDAQ just shut down. Big flash crash. It does it sometimes. So, $50. That's your limit for micros. That's what you have to do. To pass Top Step, Apex, My Funded Futures, you have to give yourself a $50 per trade stop, which means you got to switch to micros. Only time you can do minis, again, is when I'm gonna talk about the NASDAQ for now, but it kind of goes with everything. If that 1 minute bar, 3 points, each 1 minute bar is about 3 to 5 points, you might be at a risk. You're still risking more than $50, but you might be okay. Any more than 5 points, we gotta go to micros. This is JP Legacy. Listen, I'm here to take that number from 94% down to at least 50%. I want half of us to get to that point where we're at least passing evals. I've passed many. I'm just passed the My Funded Futures last week, and I'm like $700 away from passing another Top Step account. That's easy. I've been funded. I've got my first payout. I've been able to pay myself, and I've gotten more funded accounts, and I've blown those too. So, am I an expert as far as making millions? Absolutely not. Can I pass the evals? Absolutely. Can I get to the point where I can pay myself? Yes. I'm here to at least get you to that first step. If that's you, write in the comment, thank you, JP, for understanding. That's all I need you to do. Say thank you for the understanding. That's all you've been asking for. I just don't understand. How come it's been 6 months? I'm ready to turn a corner. Something has to change. It's the size of that 1 minute bar. You have to look at it. If it's 20 points, you have to go micros. You cannot take the risk because the Giants will squash you like a little cockroach. Mr. Wonderful, like he says. Listen, I love you. I want the best for you. Happy trading. God bless.